Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League, Season 12, Week 6, the last series in Week 6 specifically. Today, it's the Rosh Ryders, it's Radiant Straits, it's Thursday, allegedly, though I don't believe that to be true.
Yeah.
Could that be a stand-in
Probably
or
Sunday, if I had to guess.
that could be a stand-in, it could just be that Moon River particularly loves this particular day of the week, and it actually... Well, I mean, it was Sunday when this game happened, but it's Saturday now. Gonna have some fun tonight. By the way, first ban Pudge against Rosh Ryders every game.
Yeah, that's true.
Legitimately was scarring to them, like nobody wants to even try it, even though you can easily write that pick off, I think, if you're prepared for it. I don't know about you, but I've been under the opinion for a long time that it's better to let a pick you can counter through than just ban out for comfort.
Nah, dude, ban Pudge against Rosh Ryders. Never see that week 1 again.
But I mean, imagine the satisfaction you'd get if they tried to do that again and you were just able to get like Lifestealer and it just goes a million and 0 against him. No Marana. You know, I've had a bit of an insider experience on the Radiant Straits. They really pulled one over on me actually in the way it happened.
Yeah, that's true. This is Radiant Straits without you.
Yeah. They pranked me pretty good, so I have that insider info now on how the Radiant Straits play. It's kind of crazy. I'm doing my broadcast journalism here. Rosh Ryders getting winner of the Windrunner and the Earth Spirit. Two distinctly not Radiant Straits picks, which means we're probably going to see something interesting coming up here.
Okay, whatever, dude. I just woke up, not even trying right now, and I'm lagging.
Same.
Hey, I just woke up too! Match made in heaven. I guess in fairness, we have seen a bit of Princess Windrunner, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
But it would not be like the most... It's like not my first thought if I'm banning out Princess here specifically. The real first thought is Marcy, because Princess is a massive Marcy simp, but that's not in Captain's mode, so... Techies!
Oh, Techies is in Captain's mode.
First pick Techies, baby.
It's a very long time where he was not, but he is now. So, there you go.
Maybe the reason he was out of Captain's mode so long is because Squeeze got a big fat cigar in his mouth.
Yeah, maybe.
Spirit Breaker made your knuckles bleed. It's gonna be making everybody's knuckles bleed today. It's definitely not the most ideal guy to be against Disruptor, I must say. Unfortunately for him.
10 seconds remaining.
True, but it also forces Disruptor to pay attention to him.
To a certain degree, anyway. There is a lot that Arena can do to stop a
Spirit
Spirit
has a pretty
Breaker.
long cooldown. And I don't think... Does Arena stop charges? I don't know if that is true.
I believe so. I could be wrong, but I believe so.
Never seen that interaction.
Dazzle up. I mean, he's not magicking me while he's charging, surely. You know, I can't think of many skills where, you know, you would require magic immunity to break through and Spirit Breaker gets cut through. Like, he can't charge through the Mars Arena, for example. Got Dazzle up on Radiant Straits. It's going to make life a little harder for both of these guys up so far. Perhaps Spirit Breaker in particular, as one thing Spirit Breaker does not like is having his armor all busted up. Because, you know, the one way you really get Spirit Breaker is you just drop a load of physical damage on his head. And Dazzle being able to break his armor. You know, not care about the status resist so much because he can continually reapply. That does make life a little harder for Mr. Spirit Breaker.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
On Rosh Ryders.
Radiant team back.
What was that on Rosh Ryders? That was all I heard
Dark
there.
Willow.
No mid dark, yeah. No mid Dark Willow. No mid Void Spirit either. Or like, I don't know, offlane Void Spirit or something wacky like that.
10 seconds remaining.
So far, it seems like Rosh Ryders might have their most conventional
5 seconds remaining.
kit yet here. But I mean, it's pretty early to be saying that.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
The thing with techies is definitely a pigeonhole.
Team banned.
There's only so many things you can do with techies, even if you're going straight to Wacky Town, you know?
Yeah, Hollywood's playing him for sure.
The way the team has to sort of build around. Pit Lord, by the way, will not be lording over this game. Somebody's not happy about that one.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Wading up here. Putting some time into this ban. A lot of time into this ban. Is PVC AFK again? Nobody's saying it.
Radiant team pick.
I just had to think about Death Prophet.
Get rid of the Death Prophet. Definitely not a bad idea. Just one of the hero Spirit Breaker super duper doesn't like to see, you know.
5 seconds
And if you're gonna be building Spirit Breaker when you already got a techies, it's like techies sort of narrows your team focus, I think, quite a bit. If you're gonna pick somebody, you kind of have to build around them to some degree. So definitely not a bad idea to be banning for Breaker, even if he's pretty low. Plus, it's also annoying for techies to deal with.
Dire team pick.
Right.
Axe is here to attack,
Alright.
and that's somebody Axe doesn't particularly like either. He can tank the Ghostless Q to a certain degree, but long distance silences, blank dagger screws,
10 seconds.
you know, all things that Axe hates to see.
5 seconds remaining.
Certainly going to have something to say here against
Dire
Dazzle.
team pick.
They're not probably going to have all that much to say about Tide Hunter, unfortunately for him. We'll be able to stop
Yeah.
the Tide ult, but not for very long, because he's pretty much just going to crack and shell that off immediately.
Right.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
I can tell you this much, there is nothing in the world worse than a big, angry watermelon, you know, right in your face, who's ready and willing to pop that Ravage right on your head.
Yep.
Radiant team pick. Templar assassin.
Ah, another TA, huh?
TA looks like she's just trying to hide behind Tide Hunter.
10 seconds.
like
remaining.
you're, you know, POV, you're the guy at the
5
counter,
seconds
and
remaining.
Tide Hunter comes up to to it and says, "My daughter asked
Yeah.
for horseradish. Where's the horseradish?" You know.
Be even better if it was the fat Tide.
Hey, it might be. You don't know. It's not
Yeah,
going to be.
that's true. That's true. He hasn't picked it.
Speaking of hasn't picked yet, Rosh Ryders really burning through this reserve time here.
Dire team banned.
Venomancer.
Alright.
Pulling up the
Veno.
Venomancer.
It's probably our first Veno of the tournament. think.
It's
Pretty
second.
Sure.
We've seen
Okay.
a pause 3 Veno before. I definitely remember
Yeah,
mentioning that.
that's true. That's true.
Veno, pretty good answer to the TA. Both has something to do with the meld, has something to do with the refraction.
5 seconds.
And that's the thing with TA. TA is one of those heroes that it's like, she's easily countered if she's countered and basically unstoppable if she's not. So having somebody on hand like Venomancer definitely helps out there. Axe is going to definitely help too. And Spirit Breaker for that matter. You know, the more I think about it, the less I'm into this TA pick, actually. The best thing she's going to be able to do here is refract on top of the techies' minds, basically. And just hope for the best.
Yep.
Besides that, everybody else on that lineup has an answer to her. And Venomancer was just very much a gimme. Poor Princess, if that is a pause 2 TA. Presumably it is, but we've seen some wacky stuff with Radiant as far as sending Radiant Straits as far as...
Who's on the dire, of course.
Of course, as far as sending people to, sending what you would think would be mid to the 1. We have seen a little bit of that, but...
10 seconds remaining.
Rosh Ryders certainly believes it's a 1. Radiant Straits also believes a 1's coming up. Banning some high physical damage there, interestingly enough. Having banned out Ursa and PA, right? At least the Ursa, and then Rosh Ryders banning out the Phantom Lancer. It's almost like daring you to pick Medusa, isn't it?
5 seconds remaining.
I doubt it's going to be Medusa. It might be. With Anti-Mage still in the pool and a techies that could be on his team, that would be a super big risk, though.
And Rosh Ryders get less pick, so...
Yep.
If they were gonna pick Medusa, they would have banned Anti-Mage. So I doubt they pick her.
Right. We might actually see, with the PA ban, because that's pretty traditional when you yourself are about to draft up the Anti-Mage. Certainly wouldn't be a bad idea here, I don't think. Or we could have OD and have, I guess that's going to be TA1, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh, poor 1 TA, she's going to be in a lot of trouble here. It's going to basically have to be 4 Protect 1 for TA to get anything done, unfortunately, for her.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright. What would I pick if I was PVC pipe?
That's a good question. Would you pick at all if you were PVC pipe, in fact?
No, of course not.
5, 4, 3, 2...
Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah.
Anti-Mage.
Choose your hero.
I pick AM.
Whoa. That's a big time whoa pick on the Rosh Ryders there. And a very actually conventional team for them, aside from one little thing.
Not what I expected.
Yeah, SB mid.
Yeah, the SB mid. Techies also has a big drill, for some reason.
Well, we've seen TA walk all over Anti-Mage in this tournament before, so there's that.
Yep. On the other hand, we've seen TA walk over Anti-Mage in cases where the TA has had a pretty open field and pretty good ability to fight. Here, with the Axe, with the Spirit Breaker, with the Venomancer, it's gonna be...
does that much to her. He just,
the biggest thing is,
he doesn't have fast damage.
He can,
any dots.
he can stun her no matter whether or not she's refracted. He can run over her when she's, melded.
It's for you. It's the Beast Police.
He himself, I guess the best way to put it is, Spearbreaker himself isn't going to be doing that much damage to TA. It'd be certainly be a stroke of very good fortune for him if he was able to get a kill on her. But he is really great at enabling everybody else to beat the shit out of her. So,
Right. I think your biggest problem is the Venom. They just have to. They have to stop Venom from having any effect on this game.
Right. It's time for the calls, everybody's favorite part of the cast. On the Rosh Rider, we have Heelys, escaping feelies, on his wheelies. On the Anti-Mage, pause 1, is, waifu Anti-Mage, of course. Pause 2, Moon River, opening up shop on the Spearbreaker. In fact, it seems that PVC, Hollywood, and Moon are collectively stopping, dropping, and open up shopping. Ghouls, of course, having no clan tag or no sponsor at all. Poor Ghoul. Speaking of Ghoul, pause 3 on the Axe. We got Ghouls, who's there.
30 seconds.
Pause 4 with a corrupted little badge here. Hollywood on the techies. You know, I just talked to Hollywood, and Princess for that matter, for a disproportionately long amount of time. Pause 5, we got the Venomancer here. pvcpipe, captain of the Rosh Ryders.
In front of the show.
Yeah. On the other hand, on the other side of the affairs, on Radiant Straits, pause 1, we've got Lambert.
Alright.
This is Lambert, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, this is Lambert, yeah.
Lambert as TA. Lambert, who really, as I said before, really that I found where the synergy comes from. They're like a married couple. Like, I wouldn't doubt if Radiant Straits wins this tournament, the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to get a hotel room. Moron. Pause 2. Marcy, Princess Marcy, on the OD. Pause 3. Standing in for Lad of Lads is Blue Jay. Here on the Tidehunter.
Rushing himself a ring of health.
Pause 4. This guy on Dazzle. Mr. Garbage standing in for Cranberry Sprite. I mean, that might be Cranberry Sprite, but I don't think it is because somebody with that exact garbage in their name is in Magician's server. And pause 5, Magician himself, sponsored by his own tournaments, which we
beat up
casted
here
in full on the Disruptor, and indeed getting chased right behind his tower.
Yeah, gonna eat the first Techie Z of the game, so there's that.
He's gonna eat it and keep walking, which is always good. Oh, he's not a bad player when he's mad. He's a bad player when he's mid. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was yeah. Lambert just letting everybody know exactly how he feels about Princess. As poor Magician eats it, first blood to Techies.
If that can happen, you're in a Techie's lane as a support.
Yep. I'm waiting for the. I'm definitely waiting for the DMX lyrics to start popping up in chat.
Oh, of course.
No. Here's a funny exchange from the BBC. If you missed that, right? Spoilers. There's going to be a pause, right? During this pause, Hollywood is going to type basically an entire DMX song's worth of lyrics. And he mentioned that in the cast, and Prince was like, "Oh yeah, the second we paused, I muted you because I didn't want my whole screen to be filled up with DMX." He was like, "What?"
Nice.
Very sad. This is a very rough time to be alive if you're TA, I must say. Oh, this one creep!
Not that rough, she's CSing pretty well.
CSing pretty well, but it's, you know, my thought is, CSing pretty well this early on. I don't know if that's gonna stay the same, especially as Axe starts getting levels and items. You know, once he starts being able to lean into call here, it is it's gonna be a sad day to be the TA rather. It's gonna be a happy day for Axe because he's basically just gonna be able to kill her on a whim, more or less.
Or if it was an SB Techie's lane, it'd be a lot easier. That's probably why they sent the SB mid, if I had to guess.
Right. SB, by the way, not having the best time at mid. He's tied for lowest last hits so far. Which isn't surprising. SB pretty bad at actually getting the old last hits in.
Actually contesting, yeah.
He's a lot better at farming kills than he is farming creeps. Venomancer just spitting at Tidehunter. It's actually funny just watching Tidehunter just sit there taking no damage from the poison sting because he's regening too fast for it.
I picked up that smart early ring of health.
Yep. Very fashionable in Boss 3 circles recently. I can certainly see why, I think. The specific game certainly would not be Axe barely whiffing the call.
It's also gonna pair up that early regen with a soul ring, which is always classic.
In this specific encounter, certainly having the Vanguard will do him a pretty decent amount of good. You know, it's going to be a very long time before Anti-Major's doing that much in terms of damage. And being able to tank some of the Spirit Breaker hits with the old Vanguard, or Crimson if he so chooses, would be nice. I don't think a Crimson Guard's probably worth it this game necessarily. Probably just sit on the Vanguard until it's time to sell it off, get something nicer like a heart or something, way down the line. Just from the nature of the damage here. Spirit Breaker actually having to take the Walk of Shame back home here. Presumably he's about to try and heal up and charge someone. Presumably Disruptor. He's charging now. Who's he looking for? He's actually going right back to mid. I like the little little indicator on his HUD. Oh, well, Princess just misclicked that. Moon asking for a high five in the wake of it. And gets left hanging. Ouch. Goodbye, techies.
Sad. Yep, good timing on that one.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Princess is still very low here. Though, Magician providing the tangos. Oh, just missed Venomancer just die somewhere. Here, specifically.
Yep.
Bring sad tidings. You're dead. Dazzle just stalking in from behind. You know, they did a very good job with Dazzle, making all of his animations look like he has bad intentions, you know?
It's like Techie's got some bad intentions up here.
Yeah. Disruptor might be playing a dangerous game here. If Techies is able to get him low enough, this is going to be a very free kill for him. Thinking a very free Axe, looking for a very free tower up here.
Yeah, Lambert is kind of retreated to the jungle. Doesn't care about Axe getting free farm.
Yep, just does not want to run that risk. Does not want to live in the world with Axe having a high enough level to do something about him. Axe, speaking of which, trying to go for the call there, does not make it.
I think Gale Dazzler is probably dead. Yeah.
The magic break there, mana break, just brings him too low to actually save himself. Which I believe was the plan there, just tank it in shallow grave, but he just didn't have enough mana for that anymore.
Venomous skill is a super deadly skill in lane.
Right. Oh, this might be that aforementioned pause. No, it couldn't be because it's Princess DCing in the time. Moon, please don't talk about Princess that way. Please don't talk about Spearbreaker that way. Never mind.
That's not.
All right.
Oh,
What a beauty.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gotta kill an SB at mid in the meantime.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
While lagging, so that's nice.
Good job, Princess. Bad job to this disruptor.
Dire's courier
That
has
disruptor
been
courier just going to
killed.
blow up
Dire's top tower
trank
is
parts
under attack.
and force him to just get out of there. Again, Magician not actually going home. He's very determined to make sure this T1 doesn't go down. Unfortunately for Axe, without any sort of magic resistance here, or even having boots, he isn't really very well equipped to actually stop Disruptor from just turning him away from the tower.
Dire's top
Yep.
tower is under attack.
Oh, looks like he's not gonna opt to do that.
He is still fairly low on health and mana. I think maybe there was some idealism that got quashed there, you know. Some, I'll just go beat up Axe, everything will be good in the world, just keep finning him off. Oh, wait a minute, I don't have enough mana to sustain doing that, so now they just gotta watch the tower die.
They just called this lane a loss.
Yep. Just straight pulled out of there. Tidehunter going to try and get the tower down here, bot
Dire's
and
top tower is under attack.
continents, but he's got a bit of an issue on his plate here. Even pulling creeps like this, doing the funny creep pulling strat, he's really not got a lot to say about Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage can just kind of tank through about anything he could do to him. I mean, Anti-Mage hates the anchor smash, but really neither of these guys able to do much here. TA getting
Yeah.
called.
Run off the Lambert here.
Yep. Got a lot coming
Oh,
in.
boy.
Spearbreaker charging. Techies is there for the explosion, and goodbye to that TA. Hey, Spearbreaker got her after all. And Princess kind of mistimes the Meteor Hammer there, and as a result, fairly directly, unfortunately, old Dazzle ends up taking a dirt nap. Poor Dazzle.
Pretty sad.
Seems like all that's happened to Dazzle this game is misfortune.
Top tower is under
Just
attack.
something has to go wrong for the supports every time Radiant Straits gets one as a stand-in. And once
That's
again,
true.
by the way, have 2 stand-ins again this week.
Yep.
I think. I mean, again, this could be Cranberry under a different name, but I don't think so. We saw Blue Jay make their XD2L debut out in the Magician tournaments, where I think he had a pretty good report. Pretty good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tidehunter just wants nothing to do with this. Goodbye.
Yeah, just done with that nonsense.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very
Radiant's
casual
middle
TP
tower
there.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Magician just ate about 1 trillion damage from one mine. Axe still doesn't want to be here though, because I think he's afraid of OD coming in.
Yep.
OD is a
He's
good
a
cure
little
for
busy
the Axe.
killing SB.
Yep. Actually, he's busy killing Reno here.
Kind of glimpse up there. Oh, what's going on here? Oh boy.
Axe pretty much just ate an entire
Mystery.
title. Pretty much he
Oh,
that's
he's visible because of the ward.
oh,
Sad.
that's sad. Seems the OMFG. Seems like that exact scenario I was kind of predicting for X kind of came to light there, you know, just Tidehunter gets in his face, X cues him, and then 1 second later the watermelon pops a Kraken shell and just eats him. Though it's fairly unlikely Axe is getting out of that alive in any case. You know, that was a good example of something that we've seen in another game this week, which unfortunately is not here for religious reasons. Of sort of indecisiveness. You know, Axe couldn't decide whether or not he should stick around, maybe just hope OD doesn't show, or leave and it just gave the enemy team a lot of time to do something about it. OD is in a
OD here.
very bad spot here. Quite a pickle, as he's just taken the entire brunt of everything Venom has to put on him. And SB comes in for the close. Disruptor getting
mid here.
Disruptor getting stomped out. That just happened. Oh no, Hollywood! Okay, good.
I really thought he was about to E when he did that animation.
It would have been particularly funny if he didn't actually need to and he still just did it for no reason.
Yeah.
Finally, the Radiant T1 bot goes down. It is only the second tower of the game. So, you know, pretty close to traditional.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. Gotta keep it alive. Radiant Straits now, all coming into mid.
They do
again, kind of a whiff on the Meteor Hammer there, but it doesn't really matter. You can kind of tell that Princess not used to this this new OD.
That's a bad ping.
It could be the ping, could be just not being used to the new OD. It's a tougher timing than it looks to actually nail down.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Spirit Breaker got a Midas. It's not a very common Spirit Breaker pickup, for
I
sure.
think Princess is known for OD, so I would put it down to the ping more than anything.
Is Princess known for the new OD, though? It's a real question. Dazzle just getting
oh, good grave.
pounded on here. Good grave,
Probably
but
still dead. Yep.
yep. Wastes a lot of time, though. Axe comes in with the call, but again, unfortunately, just calls right into the Tide Hunter.
Playing
OD.
so well around the Disruptor arena.
Yep, OD managing to survive there just by such a slim margin, but this single Venom ward barely isn't going to kill him. Oh man. I think that shows to a degree the weaknesses of the Pos 5 Venom, as all supports actually just go down across the map. Healy's the only one alive for Rosh Ryders at this point, just having to pull out there. Very good fight there. Played very well, as you said, very well around the OD arena. Very well around the OD, not the OD arena, the Disruptor arena. Very well around the Disruptor ult. And a good OD ult in the middle of that. And again, Axe, just, Axe, I think, it's time for Axe to think a bit differently about his target priority here. The going for Tide Hunter constantly experiment, not working. Fella needs himself some, TA, fella needs himself some OD, as seen there.
Yep.
Needs himself some Blade Mail, too. He's pretty late on that. Late on the blink as well. Seems to be pretty down for money. See from the net worth, he's actually lowest of the cores overall, so definitely could use some cashola for himself. Hey, he spun a catapult to death. Oh, Taki just died somewhere.
Yeah. They killed Hollywood.
Yep, and now they're gonna just very casually eat the Spirit Breaker here.
Yep.
So OD, very much a problem for them so far. The OD Disruptor combo, just keeping people still right in front of OD, really just does not serve the Rosh Ryders very well.
Yeah, for sure.
Disgusting oily river. I don't know if I mentioned this on a cast or if I mentioned it somewhere else, but it just reminds me of Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
The paint.
Got a smoke.
Yep, 4-man smoke on the Rosh Ryders.
Probably gonna find Dazzle here.
I find Tide as well, though neither of those are the most desirable smoke options. Still, if it's who you can
looks
get.
like Dazzle's gonna tank the gank. Honorable man.
Shop to bits.
Your service will be remembered.
Also gonna find the Disruptor up here. They'll not go in on them. I think they're a little worried that there's more folks around there really are. Axe just going to steal this stack in the enemy ancient camp. TA must
OD
be
was kind of
fuming.
prowling around the area, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under
they do have a
OD's
response
still
going now.
prowling around the area. Oh, got the
Okay,
meteor hammer
yep.
combo this time, and
Oh,
as a
it just
result,
eliminates both of them.
as a result, both Axe and Venomancer just taking the express ticket to hell.
They just vanish.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
If you squint really, really hard, you can see the traces of Axe still remaining from what was once a proud, gloaty man.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Man,
You know,
again,
the
Spear Breaker.
problem with this this Rosh Ryders lineup is kind of showing itself early game. You know, they have two heroes who really aren't going to be participating in fights at all
Right.
for a while, and techies really never will participate in fights.
The techies can participate in fights. In fact, attempting to participate in fights fairly regularly, just has limited ability to do so, even on his best day.
Radiant's
So a
middle
team with
tower
both an AM and a techies is going to have some pains.
Well,
Oh,
Axe
they are
coming
gonna
in
jump into the
to
Rosh
mess up
here.
this Rosh attempt, but boy, is this not what he wanted to find jumping in here. Suicide ult
still
from
alive.
the
Oh.
from the Venomancer. Hollywood's
Oh,
still
boy.
alive. The Rosh actually also still alive. Rosh Ryders have actually kind of secured the pit here, but Spearbreaker wants to keep the fight going on rather than finish it out.
AM is just owning.
Yep, Anti-Mage is going in on all these guys with like no mana or health and just tearing them to shreds. Spearbreaker
my
charge,
God.
probably the best possible target there.
What a fight.
So many buybacks as well. And Rosh Ryders completely secure the pit as Radiant Straits is kind of routed out from there.
Oh boy, that anti-mage performance. Oh. AM knew what he wanted, man.
Yeah, that was definitely a good blame stand-ins.
tower.
Damn. Sorry.
Sad.
Poor died. Ah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think the stand-ins made the call to do Rosh there. This is not a lineup you can easily do Rosh against. So I can't really fairly blame them there. Certainly, I will say I do feel like the stand-ins have been doing better than the previous slot they've had, though Dazzle has not really been able to have a very big impact on this game to this point,
Oh, yeah,
unfortunately.
picking against
for
an
him.
axe, so that's
Yeah.
life.
Venomancer looking at the OD here. Venomancer also holding some raindrops here. Definitely playing a good part, keeping him alive in the fights like that last one. They're wanting to get some revenge here. Oh no! Miscom there. Oh man. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks a lot. The OD not having the meteor hammer up.
Disruptor though.
Yep. Good disruptor roll, but everyone just kind of walks away from it.
It's kind of a fractured little fight here.
Yeah. That's Miscom City. That's as much as I hate to say it, I think I actually have to side with Tide on that one. I think just waiting for the Ravage, the one-man Ravage on the Anti-Mage certainly would have been worth it. And as a result of that
boy.
Miscom, you know, Anti-Mage is going to come in, get 2 for free. All right, they are going to lose Axe in the Venomancer in the light of it, but this is some bad bait.
Dire's
This is some
bottom tower
top
is under
quality
attack.
bad bait. Might get Spirit Breaker for it. They're looking pretty hard at him.
Dire's
Venomancer going to be down
bottom
for
tower
a
is under
very
attack.
long time as the dieback effect happens for him there. Spirit Breaker getting caught here. Spirit Breaker put into the Cyclone here. Charges out though. He is going to pass the TA.
Oh boy.
Ooh! Barely
Dead.
just barely dies. That had to
Wow.
be the perfect amount of damage to kill him. And then Dazzle tips TA. Good job, Lambert. Anti-Mage still with 2 minutes up on this Aegis here. Probably did not really intend to be picking it up, necessarily. Probably don't really have a plan on what the hell to do with the Aegis before it blows. Likely going to see sort of a desperate attempt to smoke in, probably. Speaking of smoking, Techie's smoking home. If you were wondering where the jungle was, luckily either Spirit Breaker or Magician Disruptor have the answer for you. It's there. It's the entirety of the Gyre jungle. Both their jungle and their triangle. Healy's doing some enemy jungling.
Yep.
Healy's following the map right into the enemy triangle. Dazzle doesn't like to see that. You can actually kind of tell how this game's been going for Anti-Mage based on his talent tree so far. You know, started out going for the strength option there, but you know, just to try and keep himself alive. Since then he's been going for some more offensive based traits here. Hollywood just completely caught out, just going nowhere but dead. 5 men bring techies to their doom.
Took 5 of you to kill me?
I mean, in fairness, if you think about it, it was a 5-on-3.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, really more of like a 5-on-2. It's not like Spoon really does anything.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
He just does logistics. He's really more of a support type. Anti-Mage's going to knock down this this tower here with the last 5 seconds of Aegis. Boy, wouldn't it suck to die immediately after your Aegis expires? Oh!
Oh, okay.
OD ult actually did less than it looked like it should there. PVC pipe takes the death, going deep to try and split them up. And successful in that endeavor. Moon running. Okay, you can charge right through the Disruptor Arena. Interesting.
Although you will get glimpse.
Can't charge through the glimpse though.
Actually, I didn't really expect that glimpse. Kind of odd.
Yeah, everybody just kind of gave up on Spirit Breaker there.
I admit nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Everyone's serving up that goddamn chili. Anti-Mage going to race for the towers here, race for the opposite T2s. I gotta say this, I don't think Anti-Mage is gonna win that race. Oh, they found PVC pipe.
Oh no.
This man has a family, guys, come on. You hate to see it. Spear Breaker coming in.
Yeah.
Gonna take the Disruptor at least.
Yeah, gonna pop Magician.
And Hollywood also gonna pop on the wayside. Axe going for the taunt there. Very good blink dagger.
Another really strange fight.
My Healy's griefing. Again! He just won't stop! He's kind of griefing the Radiant Straits though.
Yeah, he's griefing them a little more than he's griefing you. He kind of just stopped that push cold.
Yeah, brought the
I don't think
OD
Straits
out.
necessarily wants to trade Rex for Rex in a game where they're against an anti-mage.
Right. You know Princess is a bad player when he's mid.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's able to change his ticketed name, why aren't you? Particle Man.
I think you have to be on multiple teams to do it. If you're not on multiple
You
teams,
are
it
on
gives
multiple
you an error.
teams, I think.
I'm on 0 teams.
On 0 teams? Well, that seems like an easy fix then. Just join some teams, bro.
Alright, I'll join EG.
Yeah, join EG. You should be on
Join
FOE.
EG and OG. That's what I'll join.
Should definitely be on FOE.
Oh, what a beauty.
What a beauty indeed.
Gonna definitely have to kick some people off of FOE pretty soon, actually. Make some room. Spearbreaker picked up an axe there. Could actually have a pretty decent impact on the way some of these fights go. Just having the access to magic immunity like that. Shark do the same thing for him.
Charge in on the OD.
Yep.
Looking like.
Barely saving the disruptor there. Anti-mage trying to mana void twice, gets blocked both times and then killed.
My God.
OD just demolishes him. Venomancer pops the ult pretty late into the fight, unfortunately for him. And now he's just gonna watch his team die.
Oh boy. Lambert is online, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, just 8 in order. 8 the anti-mage, 8 the axe, 8 the Veno. OD's about to destroy Spearbreaker here. Does not have his W up. Only Hollywood survives.
Is under attack.
Only the techies remains.
They want Rosh. They have a vision into the pit because of the Techie's minds, but I highly doubt
What
they're
the
even
hell
up.
are they gonna do about it exactly?
Kind of a little unsure of this attempt, it seems.
Yeah, they're worried about mines for sure. Just kind of worried about damage a little bit. And there go the mines. Now they're
there's the
pretty
vision.
about it. Goodbye!
Oh, no.
Dazzle just eliminated
That
from
is
this
sad.
world. I think that was a misclick on the glimpse there. I think that glimpse was targeted at techies that they kind of fat fingered on OD instead.
Potentially.
Once again, Radiant Straits is having a run from the Rosh here. They really still don't have enough damage or tank to just take it out. Especially not with half the team on the other side of the map. It definitely seems like almost a bit of a communication breakdown. Seemed like a perfect split between people who wanted to do Rosh and people who wanted nothing to do with Rosh. Feel like I would definitely support team wanted to do Rosh that time around. Nothing really to do besides at that point. Like for just farm up, but this is not the farm up kind of game for Radiant Straits, I don't think. Venomancer got that DD. Now Venomancer about to get that RIP. 4 jump on him. He goes down. Gets the ult off before he does, but seems like everybody's just nobody cares about the Veno ult at all.
Yep.
Well, the dazzle up, it is a sort of hard thing to just stomach.
They're gonna
Smoke out.
Gonna
Smoke right onto anti-mage.
Oh yeah.
He's going to try and blink here.
I can glimpse him.
Oh,
Sucks.
great
Oh.
timing! Great timing on the Ravage.
Oh,
Goodbye,
yeah, that was
anti-mage. Axe comes in trying to call, but the Disruptor ult just ruins that for him for so long.
That's what you want.
Once again, looking at the Rosh pit here,
My Healy's griefing.
and all these mines just going to get eliminated instantly. Great sequence for the Radiant Straits there.
Oh yeah, that's what you want to happen with the smoke.
Unfortunately, my Healy's once again griefing.
Roshan has fallen to
And that's the... Oh, Dazzle gonna get a free shard for his trouble. That's pretty good for him.
It's a very
Sage
good
it for
shard.
TA.
Yep.
Here comes the one techie's mine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not even gonna bother blowing it up.
Yeah.
Radiant's
T2
middle
mid
tower
just
is
completely eaten.
Dire's bottom
Straight's looking at the
tower is under
T3 here.
attack.
Techies has been mining up the
sector.
T3.
Yeah, they do have a stack to contend with, but
TA can actually hit the tower from beyond the range of it.
oh, force. Okay.
They're gonna forfeit. They're not gonna
They
blow
have
it
the
up.
force stuff. They have the force staff play. So there's that. If they do that to her when she's not shielded, it's probably dangerous.
Right. Axe just battle hungering here, just basically specifically to get rid of the refraction. Radiant Straits says, hell with this siege, we're just gonna get this offlane instead. They actually do not even have the T1 here at
side
top.
lanes. Always good to open up the side lanes.
Are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under
Moon
attack.
gets stepped for some reason.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Guess for forcing them to glyph there.
Radiant's top
Might actually
tower
still
is
get this
falling.
T2 here at bot. He's looking fairly low.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom
Nice thing about the Meteor Hammer on a glyphed tower is, even though Meteor Hammer, it sucks to lose the damage off the Meteor Hammer, at least the tower is stunned and can't do the multi-shot attack for a little while.
Yep.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Anti-Mage actually getting a little work done while this is going on.
Is under attack.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Dire's bottom tower is under Radiant's top tower is falling.
Seems they're more willing to trade Rex for X now than they were before.
Yep.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Axe comes in, calls.
Okay.
Tidehunter gets in a
That's a
great
lot of
position
damage.
for a Ravage. Gets 5. Ravages again! He's got
man.
got a refresher there.
Achilles is in jail over there.
Ooh, gets Yules comes out on the Magician denied Dazzle. Yules
They're
comes
fighting
out on the
perilously
OD
close to
there
these mines.
to save Anti-Mage. This is actually going to be racks for no racks. Radiant Straits didn't actually even get one set.
We get it.
Princess is godlike. Okay, they did get one set after all. But unfortunately, they did lose a ranged Rex here top.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Alright,
Wait a minute, our racks are
like
getting beat up, says two
Those-
different pings.
That was bloodier than your siege would normally be.
Yeah. The techies played a great mental game. Just the techies spec played a great mental game there. Nobody was comfortable about actually being anywhere in the enemy base because everyone just figured wherever I stop there will be mines. They had no vision actually inside of it at all. Not like a single sentry got dropped, so they had no idea what was safe and what wasn't. Still very good double Ravage there. Blue Jay, again, very good display for Blue Jay here. And is I mean, I called the Magician tournament thing his XD2L debut, but I guess this is really a better way to put it. Still, very good double Ravage. You can definitely tell Tidehunter having a very good game here. You know, finally, after all these years, old Radiant Straits found themselves a fairly palatable stand-in, it seems. And also found a Mindbreaker as well. Though TA is going to stick with your favorite item for now. OD, it seems, is going to be bringing in the breaker. Yep.
Wow.
Mindbreaker could have a very negative impact on the anti-mage. Though he does have BKB. Or she, rather. It is the female anti-mage. Axe a little caught out here, actually. Techie's going to give his life for the Axe here. Though it doesn't actually work. He just kind of gives his life for nobody in particular. Magician getting eaten by the anti-mage. Without Aegis or the Disruptor, they're pretty hesitant about actually going in here.
Right.
They're more than willing to just beat up the tower distantly. Techie's mines go off on the refracted TA, do nothing here. Venoult comes out. Double Ravage on the Anti-Mage, basically solo, and down he goes! No buyback!
Okay. Well played.
But,
They baited out
Lambert's
the
gonna
mines with the
die.
dazzle there.
Oh, never mind.
No, he's not dead, he's only Nova.
He did have the poison on him as well, but the OD jail kept that from killing him. And down go the bot racks in response for Rosh Ryders. This is tough. Randy, you're a doctor, right?
Right.
Is this terminal?
I think it's 90-10.
OD is going to just randomly die to the techies. Godlike streak going down. Likely going to see
Especially
the
if
axe.
this
Oh!
happens.
Oh! Yep, that's both of the cores just going very casually down there.
Okay, now it's
Then,
85-15.
Axe comes in with the cleanup crew there. That hurts. That really hurts if you're Radiant Straits. They did get 2 sets of racks down. That is definitely good. This is not going to be a team that's going to have that great ability to push against. They are going to have a great ability to defend against, if nothing else, with the techies and the axe, but pushing is a different story. Speaking of techies, got that axe, and the shard for that matter. He's going to very casually just kind of walk up to this tower here. But, it's not going to be able to do much against the Disruptor. Also has his own shard. Techie's just kind of walking into the Roche pit very casually, not actually up yet. Not even possible for him to be up yet, in fact. One thing that is going to suck trying to hold off against the waves is that Disruptor shard. It's going to be able to keep them back so effectively so long.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately for the Rosh Ryders, they do immediately want to just go do their namesake, go beat up Roche, but he's not going to be up for a while. Not the longest possible Roche timer for once, but you're going to have to be waiting. It's a shame because they would have had a great opportunity there, but all of the Radiant Straits came back up. First thing Lambert's just going to do is a gigantic stack. Get a load of T4s for his troubles. Including the always godly Penta Edge, including the always pretty good Trickster Cloak. He's just going to drop on the floor, so Anti-Mage can blink in and take it. Okay, never mind. Sticking with the Quiver, your favorite jungle item, though.
At least it's on one of the 3 heroes in the game it's actually good on.
That's true. Radiant Straits now the ones kind of going to once over on the Roche pit, though. Still not up. Another 30. Dazzle just casually clearing out the crab in the Roche pit. Spearbreaker's gonna come in here. Another great Ravage! Another great double Ravage!
Lord.
PVC pipe eliminated. Anti-Mage has to pop BKB just to get out. He does casually take out the Magician on the way out, but uh-oh. Axe able to just completely murder the OD there. That's not a great sign.
Work.
Lambert got caught out there by the axe,
Oh,
and now
dear.
he's just gonna very casually die.
That's not good.
That's, that is very bad. That is very bad. They just lost 4 for 1 and
Get driven out of the Rosh Ryders base
yeah.
there.
They just lost 4 for 1 in like one of the best possible goes for Radiant Straits. It's starting to look like that Anti-Mage is just when Anti-Mage has BKB on, he's just really unbeatable for Radiant Straits. They're so focused on magic damage.
Dire's middle
Alright.
Sad.
I understand it was probably just to get Spirit Breaker there pretty quickly. It's just still funny to me though. It still looks very funny. Man, avoid Rosh. It's gonna be up. It is, in fact, already up. A very long cooldown on that thing.
Tide's
What's your
pretty,
cooldown on each thing?
pretty standout in this game.
Yeah.
Princess is gonna TP in here.
They
Not Princess,
Anti-Mage
Lambert.
does get the
Damn it.
Aegis. Yep. Princess TP's in just a little too late. As a result, not only does he miss the Aegis steal, it's also just going home.
Everyone walks away from this fight except for SB, oddly enough. That looked like it was gonna be very violent, and everyone just kind of chose to leave as,
Yep.
you know,
Anti-Mage
Straits just
not
back up
confident
if they
about-
don't get the Aegis.
Anti-Mage
They get
not
the
confident
cheese
about
though,
something.
so there's that.
Who ended up with a refresher shard? Or was that? No, that should have been Ags actually, shouldn't it? That should have been Ags.
Not sure.
Who got the Ags? Let's find out. Techie's had Ags already.
Yep.
No Ags here, no Ags here. Maybe Spirit Breaker? No, he already had it too.
Oh, he has an eggs.
In
Yeah.
fact, he still has it in his inventory. Not the Anti-Mage.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
What Rosh is
Figure
this?
it
Third
out.
Rosh?
Yeah,
I don't know then.
should be Ags Rosh, I believe. Is it? It's not still in the pit. It's not in either of the bases. Wonder who's got it. Very strange. Maybe somebody denied the Ags. That would be funny.
I'm sure. I think third death is either an eggs or a refresher shard.
Oh, okay. Do we have any refresher shards out? We do have a refresher shard on the Spirit Breaker.
There
And
you
Magician
go.
just gonna very casually die to the Techie's mines there. Healy's engaging right on the Dazzle here, just beats the hell
Yeah,
out
they're
of him,
going
forces
in.
him to grave himself. Axe jumps in, great call. Cuts
Oh
down
my
pretty
God,
much
that
everyone.
call.
This is starting to look really bad for Radiant Straits, really fast. See, inability to do anything about Anti-Mage when he's BKB'd, like at all, basically. And the
Yeah.
rest of his squad's doing a great job keeping TA in particular off of him. The one person who could really be a threat to him at this point. They are doing a great job just keeping TA and Anti-Mage split up, or TA in danger in front of the Anti-Mage. Do you know that nighttime belongs to the dog?
No, I didn't know that until today. Thank you.
Well, there you go. You learn something new every stream.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tide Hunter is back.
We're talking water.
Dire's middle tower.
So he's not going to be back in time to do anything about these racks.
Middle barracks are under attack.
He is going to be able to point guard the, no, never mind. He's going to be able to point guard a courier. Oh wait, no, he did point guard the courier. It was a different courier that died. This
Yeah, yeah.
Anti-Mage and crew are just able to pull full-fledged demolition
Yeah.
here. They're able to get the entirety of Megas before TA's back up. Nobody wants to fight without her.
Huh. Alright.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're going to glyph. Notably, by the way, Princess not available for comment. Just completely missed out the entire time there.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Go
They just punch Radiant Straits in the mouth here.
Yep, that's Megas.
Now have
Megas for the Rosh Ryders.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I feel so bad for the Tidehunter in this game. He did such a good job, and it didn't matter at all. He got these great double ravages that always seemed to hit 5 in nasty spots. It didn't really matter because Anti-Mage could just
Consolation prize is Zeno.
the The only person who would really mattered on the anti-mage could just survive. It could just tank through it, and the second he bit BKB when it's over, nothing more comes out of it. Very tragic game for him. I weep for you, Blue Jay. On the other hand, that's definitely going to mean if I'm drafted next season, then definitely give him Blue Jay kind of a once-over here. Uh-oh. That's Aegis.
Well, they
Still in
got
a very
the
bad
Aegis.
spot.
You're gonna double Ravage for this?
Ravage 1, Ravage 2! They got him! Radiant Straits are still not giving up
They
here.
have Megas coming down mid though.
They have Megas coming down mid, and they have Anti-Mage with a buyback, so unfortunately that didn't really mean a lot.
It meant that he's immortal.
Right. It's a female Anti-Mage.
Yeah,
Spear Breaker
sorry.
picked up the AC here. It's going to help him keep the offensives going. It's going to help him personally do some damage here.
Seems that Rosh Ryders do not have the same reservations of fighting without their core.
Right. Spear Breaker though, maybe he should have been a little bit more reserved. Anti-Mage is back.
Oh no.
They've taken everything out of Lambert's playbook and he's done!
Oh,
the cheese! Oh, that fantastic cheese!
Alright.
Just completely ruined Axe's ult there.
Middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Yeah.
Again,
That is sad.
Blue Jay, the tragic MVP of this game, doing such a great job in such a hopeless scenario. Believe actually that's it for Radiant Straits. I don't think OD's going to be able to 1v1 Anti-Mage, no matter how hard he tries. And
I'll certainly try, but
yep, just gonna go right down.
that's it.
And down with the tower, and down with the game. Magician calling G. Save him the satisfaction of blowing up the Ancient, I guess.
Radiant victory.
What a wild one. And DMX lyrics.
Oh, of course.
Think you holding weight?
Then you haven't met the apes. Wow, that was pretty wild.
Yeah,
Big.
that
That was looking so doomed for Rosh Ryders for a while before they were able to turn it around there, and they're just, it was that anti-mage pick really coming in, as I said, just coming in to really bite them. And I think the assessment at the start of the game, a TA had too many answers, I think really ended up being the case towards the end. You know, early on, I think there was some disorganization on what exactly to do about her. I think a little bit too much was focused on the Tide, which is what he wants you to do, frankly. But then once they started really either A, splitting up Lambert, keeping him out of the fight, keeping TA as far from everybody as possible, and just beating up his team and finishing him last, or B, just trying to have sort of a campaign of just make him pop BKB, make him get the Shallow Grave on him, just pop all of his resources, waste all of his tricks, and then just drop everything on him. They really were able to do that pretty effectively because he just was so vulnerable, you know? Seems like every time Axe called Lambert, he ended up dead. Shay, that wasn't very many times, it's only 6 times, but still, every time he called in Lambert, he ended up dead. On top of that, the Disruptor was able to do a hell of a lot this game. Unfortunately, Dazzle just really almost felt like he had no role here. Even by the time he got his big group Hex, already there were just too many BKBs on Radiant to make that worthwhile. So poor Dazzle felt like he had a pretty limited contribution, and the Grays just never seemed to come in that much handy with the Axe around. Just very counterpicked there. And trust me, I would know a little something about Radiant Straits picking a pause 4 and just getting completely countered with it, so... yeah. Alright, off to game 2 now.
should be a good one.